Good morning, this is Mr. Keaton here to talk to you about video 2.1.2. We talked briefly about this in class yesterday. We had three different properties, all of them very helpful in doing flowcharts. Reflexive property works when you have two triangles you're looking at and they happen to share a side. So we say DB is congruent to DB. And that's because it's the same side in both triangles, therefore they're congruent in each triangle. So we end up with that as a tick mark. Very useful. And if you were talking about this triangle and this triangle, you could say this angle is congruent to itself because it's in both of those triangles. So it's a way to talk about, parts that are used twice as being congruent to each other. The symmetric property, really obvious one. If A is congruent to B, so if angle A, or let's talk about E and I instead. If angle E is congruent to angle I, so if this is congruent to that, then the symmetric property simply says, then I must be congruent to E. So you can go backwards. That's kind of obvious. Just means you can flip it. And the last one, the transitive property. Let's go ahead and clear all annotations here. Oh, undo that. Clear annotations is what I want. The transitive property means we can transfer characteristics. So if we say angle I is congruent to angle E, so angle I, we got one tick mark there, is congruent to angle E, and angle E is congruent to angle A, so this angle here is congruent to this angle up here, then we can conclude that angle I and A must be congruent. Then we can say angle I down here must be congruent to A also then. And that's called the transitive property. So you can transfer characteristics to other things if they're congruent. So those are our three properties that are very useful in doing flow charts, which we will start today in class, which will lead to a two-column proof eventually, but that's where we're going. So have a wonderful day. Bye.